Hello and welcome to a book haul. I haven't done a book haul in a while. I'm sure there's some books that I bought recently that aren't in this pile because I just forgot, mostly like subscriptions. Welcome to, or welcome back, or if you're new, welcome in, I guess. My name is Chloe, this is Reading with Chloe. I read sometimes. I'm getting back into the reading. I've been struggling, still struggling just a little bit, but it's fine. I was meaning for this to get a little bit bigger so that like it would be a little bit of a longer video, but it is what it is. Overconsumption doesn't need to be a thing. I say as I'm hauling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24? I can't count. 20-ish books. That's a good haul, right? That is a decent size haul. But keep in mind, I haven't hauled for a while. I have become a fiend for Books A Million. I didn't know my love for Books A Million before moving to Florida, and now here I am obsessed with Books A Million. It gives me like Hastings vibes. I don't know if anybody like ever went to Hastings or knows what Hastings is, but they went out of business. They like went bankrupt. And Books A Million just gives me that Hastings vibes a little bit, and I loved going to Hastings. Anyways, that said, welcome in, welcome to, and let's haul in some books. Okay, we're gonna do this in no particular order. The first two I did buy, but they are from my boyfriend. But it is our library, so I won't talk about them much, but I will show them. This is How Far I'll Go, and this is Adventure Is Out There. This is by Liz Braswell, and this is Keela Kindle. This is part of the Disney like series, Twisted Tale series. We own all of them. My boyfriend likes to read them. These two were missing in our collection, so it was our first time at Books A Million, and we just kept adding books to the cart, and it was right after we just set up all these bookshelves, and we're like, we have the space, let's just get it. And so we went a little crazy. Each of these, and I've read one of these before, I read the Sleeping Beauty one. I would eventually maybe read more of them. We'll see. They all have like a different twisted thing. I've read the Sleeping Beauty one a long time ago, but the Moana one is what if Moana broke the heart of Te Fiti? And this one is what if it was Ellie who went up to Paradise Falls. So this is an Up Twisted Tale. This is a Moana Twisted Tale. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of these. A whole bunch. I really want to read. I've heard the Megara from Hercules one is really good. And I want to read the Rapunzel one because Rapunzel is my favorite. But these are the first two books I'm hauling in. Not talking much about them because I really don't know much about them. I bought them for the book collection, mostly for my boyfriend. Maybe someday I'll read these. These aren't considered part of my TBR, but it is our collection of books. So I guess he can have books in it sometimes, you know. This is Stormbreaker by Nisha J. Tooley. I couldn't even see the name for a second. Beautiful, beautiful book. This was part of my Fairyloots subscription. Protect, Preserve, Prosper. I really love all the inside art. Fairyloots always does, and my favorite part is usually actually the getting it naked. It's so pretty. This is giving me like superheroes, Marvel, DC vibes, though I don't actually know what it's about. For 19-year-old Poet Graves, New Manhattan has always promised safety if she obeys. Raised within the ruling houses and betrothed to a powerful heir, she enters Amory Academy, knowing her future has already been decided. But Emory is nothing like she imagined. Its trials are brutal, its loyalty is conditional, and its rules designed to expose weaknesses. As Poet struggles to survive, she must hide the truth that could get her executed. The storms don't fear her, they answer back. A gripping dystopian romance filled with forbidden power, ruthless challenges, and a heroine, oh my god, who refuses to burn quietly. Perfect for fans of Divergent and The Hunger Games. So this is like future dystopian fantasy. I think dystopians are really coming back right now, and we are rewatching The Hunger Games right now. I'm in that dystopian mood. Really, I am right now. So like this seems perfect. Here is another Fairyloots. Let's see what one this is. This is May's Romantasy pick. This is Variety Guild by May Corland. And I am actually really excited to read this one. Mostly because like this inside art. This guy is giving me wrath energy, especially like, I'm a sucker for knife to throat scene in a romantasy book. Like that is one of my favorite tropes, I think. But let me give you the description. A priestess, Kirisi Vestal, has spent her life hiding the truth, that she is the last surviving heir of the magical bloodline the Republic slaughtered. One wrong step could be fatal, but when a senator is brutally killed and a temple blade is found at the scene, all eyes turn to her. This is, I'm pretty sure, like your standard romantasy enemies to lovers, but with a high priestess, a murder mystery vibes is what it's giving me, and knife to the throat scene, so I'm in. Let's talk about the next Fairyloots. This is the May adult fantasy book, woo, Deathbringer by Sonia Tagliarini. You're about to learn how bad I am at pronouncing things, if you haven't known already. Hope is like a serpent. It sheds its skin with promise while silently seeping venom into your veins. I like this cover a lot. And the inside art, again, beautiful. And this one is giving dark academia. It's giving academia for some reason. I do not know why, but I think I don't know why, actually. Ignore that. Ignore everything I just said. A forbidden love, a hidden murder, a deadly magic. Born with the ability to speak with the dead, Viola hates her magic. It killed her sister, Olivia, and if she doesn't learn why, it will kill her too. Her only hope lies within the perilous walls of Gore Hill Institute of Magic, where Olivia spent her final days. Okay, so it seems like forbidden love, hidden murder, deadly... Okay, so it feels actually kind of academic because she goes into this academy or institute. There's murder, forbidden romance. Yeah, I'm down. I don't know why. I said it gave me that academic vibes, and I guess I was right. Let's talk about my current read and my most recent purchase. This is A Vow and Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez, and... okay, how far am I? Okay, I'm on chapter 24. So this is how much, right here. This is how much I have left, okay? Okay, Sam at Samantha Donovan recommended this to me. This is part of my TBR challenge. I made my first ever TBR game. I'm also doing the tarot readathon this month, and this fits so well. There is tarot magic in here. This is a high fantasy with tarot magic. It's a romantasy for sure, right? But I bought it and they just got these print cards in as well. So I was able to get one of those, and she was like, we've had this book for so long. I don't know why these just came in this week, but it was a sign for me to get this book. And then I pulled my tarot for my tarot readathon, and this also worked for one of my tarot prompts and my TBR game prompt. So I'm reading it, and Sam has been yelling at me for months to read this. I actually tried to read it when I was getting my tattoo finished a couple months ago and couldn't get into it, and I decided to like restart it and re-give it a chance. And oh my god, am I obsessed with it right now. Oh, it's good. It's good. It has the academia setting. They're at a college. It's mortal versus immortal lands with like different beings. There's druids, there's elves, there's seraphs, yeah, like angels. There's all these different like important beings and whatever, and there's a whole royalty system, and our main girl is basically selected as part of like 100 of these people every year. It's put into this selection where they have to go into the immortal realm, and so much stuff happens, and the main guy is hot. He's hot, okay? And he has wings. And he's sarcastic, witty, what? Dark hair. What else is a girl supposed to do? Okay, I'm obsessed. And I was like, I really was gonna try to read more Pride books for June, but this was kind of just thrown at me as a recommendation, and I worked for a tarot readathon prompt as well. And this does have some LGBT rep in it. Our main character is bi or pan or something. I don't know what her label is, but she fancies both men and women. So I think that's lovely. And there is a side of female-female relationship. So there is some queer rep in it too. And Sam, I apologize to you for not reading it sooner, but I am almost done. So unless something happens in these next 100 pages that really makes me hate this book, I could see this being a 5-star. And I did just sign up to get the ARC for the second one, so I hope I get the second one so I can just go right into it. This was a pre-order that finally arrived, and it arrived to my old place in Idaho, and so I had my brother pick it up and bring it with him when he came here. And this is the Stalking Jack the Ripper Fairyloots editions. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the first one, Stalking Jack the Ripper. Hunting Prince Dracula, Escaping from Houdini, Capturing the Devil. If you don't know, hello, this is my favorite series of all time. So when Fairyloots announced they were doing special editions of it, I was first on that list to sign up. I mean, come on, the spines are beautiful. They do have sprayed edges as well. Some beautiful art on the inside. I do like the nakedness. I wish they would have done alternate cover, like alternate art. I was like really expecting that, and I was like, come on, Fairyloots, I paid a lot of money for these, and you're not doing art on the inside like you usually do? All right, there's our boy Thomas. Look at them. Oh, look at them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay. Anyways, let me tell you about Stalking Jack the Ripper here. This is Hunting Prince Dracula. I'm so used to Stalking Jack the Ripper being green, I just went for the green one. Okay, this is Stalking Jack the Ripper. This is the first in a 4-book series. Obviously, I just showed you all 4 books, and now you are expected to go read them. Buy them, read them, love them, come back to me, okay? This follows Audrey Rose, love her, who is a forensic student, or wannabe forensic student, basically, but she can't join the academy because she's a woman. And women aren't allowed to do that. They're supposed to practice their embroidery and piano and get married and have a ton of babies. She doesn't really want to do that. She's like, I want to solve true crime. I want to be a true crime baddie. So she starts apprenticing under her uncle, who runs the Forensics Academy and is like a big forensics name. And while she's doing that, she meets another student of his, Thomas Dorian Cresswell. He has another name, a middle name too. And together they work to solve crimes together. They're like a little detective duo. They are trying to solve the crimes at this time that are Jack the Ripper. Each of these follow a different true crime. Hunting Prince Dracula, well, true-ish crime, is a Vlad the Impaler-inspired killer. Capturing the Devil takes place in Chicago with H.H. Holmes. And then Escaping from Houdini is a Houdini-esque, like carnival-esque inspired killer. Oh, they're so beautiful. And they already have a place right on my shelf over here. Okay, I'm a little annoyed at this one, let me be honest. This is The Escape Game by Marissa Meyer and Tamara Moss. This is a signed copy. This was another purchase at Books A Million because we went insane at Books A Million and I spent so much money. Let me tell you a little story about Marissa Meyer here. Marissa Meyer is the author of the Lunar Chronicles. I've literally named my cat Cinder after this series. I love the Lunar Chronicles so much. Do you know how many times I've barely missed Marissa Meyer for a signing? Barely. And it makes me so mad. She's like one of the authors I would love to meet. And every single time I almost meet her, it's like a couple days apart from us being in the same location. Literally, I moved from Idaho, which I had been living for 10 plus years. In those whole 10 years, she had visited Idaho, but never done a signing there. And then a week after I moved, she does a signing in Boise. You're joking. I'm so mad. And I had always thought about like driving to Seattle to go to one of her signings or Salt Lake because she always did signings around me. Anyways, that's not the point of this book. The point is I bought this book. I'm a little mad. And it's, I believe, a mystery. It sounds like a mystery. It's all fun and games until someone ends up dead. 6 months ago, season 4 of The Escape Game ended in horror with the contestant contestant Alicia Angelos was found murdered on set. Now season 5 is underway and the new contestants are ready to put their skills to the test solving the show's trickiest escape rooms. Okay, it comes a twisty thrill ride filled with sabotage, betrayal, and puzzles to die for. I don't know what this is categorized as. Murder, fiction, mystery, and detective. Thriller. Yes. Okay. So, there's that. I doubt that I'm the only one watching this video that has been getting a constant stream of adult Avatar thirst traps. There's no way. I know I have a bunch of thirsty bitches here, okay? I know I do. Show me that For You page, please. Anyways, hi, yes, I have been personally victimized by the leaked Avatar movie. Not that I've seen it or watched it, because I'm not watching a leaked movie, but the thirst traps are thirst trapping. And adult Aang, Zuko, Sokka, Katara, and Toph are fine, okay? They are fine as hell, and I'm getting thirst traps, and I literally rewatched like all of Avatar, The Last Airbender. It's a problem. I love Avatar so much. It's my comfort show. I literally have it tattooed on my body. This is one of the tattoos actually that people will comment on the most because I'll recognize the nerdiness of it. All my other tattoos are subtle nerdy, so they don't really like, they're not like, ooh, that's a How to Train Your Dragon tattoo, or ooh, that's a Stalking Jack the Ripper tattoo. They're like, I see the elements on you, you Avatar nerd. And I go, yes. And then they go, what element would you be? And I would be air, probably. I always say I'm air, so this is a weird conversation for a book haul. Anyways, what element would you be? I'm curious, because I feel like people always want to say like water. And I'm like, if I go off of being a Libra, I'm air. But also, I feel like I'm pretty bubbly as a personality. There's also part of me that could be like, I could be fiery. But I could also be down to earth. I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is. I just feel like bubbly, and my air is usually the element I gravitate towards. Wild segue to introducing the next book, Avatar, The Awakening of Roku by Randy Rebay. This is the second Roku book in the Avatar series, YA series, basically a bunch of past Avatars. I only read the Kyoshi books. I haven't read the other Avatar books yet, so I'm not quite sure. But this is a story of Roku, which is one of the previous Avatars before Avatar Aang. I liked the Kyoshi books. I can't wait to read the other two. There's Roku and Yang Chen, who is... Yang Chen, right? I think that's her name. I could be completely wrong on that. Who is the air Avatar before Aang. I think that's Gyatso. Anyways, this was another one of the, we have room, just get it at Books A Million to complete the series as these come out. We're just getting them, and I wish and hope to read more of them. I'm so certain that another wave of Avatar hyperfixation is going to come my way, and I'll just binge a lot of these. I really want to actually read the comics, so I want to get the comics next, I believe. I wouldn't recommend reading these if you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, the show. I feel like these are like nerd service. It's not really fan service. I don't know how to explain it. They're good. They're fun. You go into the world of the Avatar as a young adult novel. It's just retellings of different Avatars. I really enjoyed them. I really like the Kyoshi ones. And I think Avatar is a fantastic series. Aang, Korra, the books, it's just a fantastic universe. There's good stories. There is representation. They talk about a lot of heavy topics for like a kid show, and it's pretty awesome. No order whatsoever. This next book is The Interested Crown by Sarah Hashim. This first book, The Interested Heir, yes, it's behind me, sorry, I had to look, is on my TBR challenge for June. So I was at Books A Million and I saw the paperback just sitting there and went, you know what if I really like the first one and I want the second one right away? So I just bought the second one while I was there. Don't want to read the description on this one because it is the sequel, but I'm planning to read the first one. So I was like, I'm gonna buy the second one just while I'm here. You know, why not? So I went ahead and bought it. And I'm gonna read it this month. Maybe not the second one, but at least the first one. So I'll let you know. These are chunky books, and I have a lot to read in June. This is Alex Astor's Starside. This was the fantasy pick for April. The crazy that this is fantasy and not romantasy. I feel like their fantasy picks are just romantasy anyways. They just pick two romantasies. But honestly, what's the difference between a romantasy and a fantasy? Is there like... Yeah, fantasy can not have as much romance in it, but most books have romance in it. Romance is just a thing. Like, most books, even if it's not deemed a romance, if it's like a horror or a thriller, sometimes they still have romance in it anyways. Like, it doesn't really matter. Fairyloots pick by Alex Astor. I don't know what this book is really about, but it's stunning. Pretty art, pretty art, pretty art, pretty art, pretty art. all the pretty art. Alex Astor writes Light Lark, have not read them yet, have heard so much about them. This is her debut, I believe, debut of adult fantasy, is that right? Seeking revenge on the goddess who destroyed her family, Eris enters a brutal competition for the chance to cross into the immortal and mortal realm of Starside. So this is a trend for a lot of books recently, because of Val Vengeance is also that like competition for immortality. They're like taking dystopian and fantasy, and like the dystopian gives me more sci-fi though. I don't know. It's interesting that this is like the big trend right now, or these like big, like with dragons, competitions, magic schools, immortality, mortality kind of vibes. But that's just kind of what the thing is right now, I guess. Death's Daughter by S.A. Barnes. This, I believe, was the April romantasy pick. Time for her to join the family business is what this says. I don't know what this is about. I hope it's not what I think it's about. It's a university. As the daughter of death, Jo Casa has always walked a careful line between secrecy and survival, but when a captivating descendant of lust appears and she's chosen as death's heir, an ancient force rise and love may prove just as perilous as power. Actually, I'm into that. Give me lust. Yep. New semester, fresh blood. Welcome to the final year at Beecher University. A university, a school setting, a god of lust, a god of death, descendants of. Sold. And another Fairyloots. This is the April young adult. This is The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew. This is also an academy book. I believe it takes place at an academy of some sort. And I know there's vampires in this book. I know the main girl is deaf. Like, she has a hearing aid, which I thought was fun representation. There's that dude who kind of gives me Kaz Breaker vibes. Shay makes a bargain with a vampire leader of the woods in order to survive. When her best friend vanishes, she's forced to confront how much she's willing to sacrifice and what she might become. I'm pretty sure she strikes a deal with this vampire for him to bring her batteries for her hearing aids, and in exchange she'll give him her blood. I don't know if this is dystopian, fantasy, YA. I don't think it's fantasy. I am interested in reading it. I do like the vibes. It is academy vampires. So that's I'm pretty set on that. Another purchase at Books A Million because I saw it and I went, we need that. This is the third and final, I believe, in this series. The explosive conclusion to this trilogy. I can't remember what the first book is called at this moment, but this one is The Darkest Descending by Chloe C. Pernanda. I've not read any of these books. I own the first two though. I think the covers and the sprayed edges are beautiful, and I've been kind of waiting for the whole trilogy to be out so I could read them, because I've been doing that thing recently where I read the first book and then forget and then can't finish the series because I need to reread the first book and I don't feel like rereading the first book. Finally be able to pick them up and read them. I believe they are romantasy, fantasy kind of vibes. I really don't want to read the inside of this one because I don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, this is the third in the series. I now own all three of them, so hopefully I'll be able to read them soon, and they'll be in a reading vlog, and I'll let you know my thoughts then. But this is another case of it's one of the ones in the series, not the first one, so I'm not going to give you much of a description on this one. All the rest of these are Books A Million purchases. When I say we went crazy on our first time there, we bought a lot of books. I've been to Books A Million twice now. Just twice, and I have all these books from Books A Million. It's either Books A Million or Fairyloots. That's literally it. This is Heated Rivalries, Rachel Reid. Do I need to talk to you or explain what this one is about? Gay hockey romance, and the whole world seems to be obsessed with it right now. I've not seen the show. Don't really know anything other than it's a smutty hockey queer romance. That's all I know. It's a big series, I think. I think it also just had one come out in the series or something like that, but it's an epic enemies to lovers hockey romance by Rachel Reid. I can't read. Yeah, this is blowing up right now, and I haven't seen the show, so I thought it might be fun to read the book, watch the show, compare, see what everybody's obsessed with, you know? This and another hockey romance just came out as well on TV. I can't think of the name of it right now, but everyone's also obsessed with it, and I also think it's a smutty time. Let's talk about the reason why I went to Books A Million was to get one book, and I ended up getting all of these. And that one book I did mean to get was Release Me by Tahira Mafi. This cover is so stunning. I love the Shatter Me series. You can say what you want. They are kind of cash grabby as time goes on, yes, but I'm in love with these characters. and I freaking love Warner so much. He was like one of my first fictional crushes. The Shatter Me series, dystopian fantasy series, I love them so much. This secondary series isn't a continuation, but it is a continuation of the first series. It's following James, who was, I think, 10 in the original series, is now 21 or in his 20s or something like that. And it's his story now. So he gets to live his life and tell his story, and he gets to fall in love now, and he gets to have some insane internal thoughts. I adore him. He's so fun. I love being in his point of view. It is a really fun. There's only 2 of them out so far in this trilogy. I'm really enjoying them. The cover's stunning. I love Tahara Mafi so much. She is one of those top 5 authors that I have met in person, and she was just so freaking beautiful, and it's like just a stunning person, like personality, the way she talked to people, like, I don't know how to explain it. Meeting her was amazing. I just love her books. I really want a Shatter Me tattoo. It was actually on the plan for this sleeve. I was supposed to get a Shatter Me quote, but it didn't fit where we wanted it to. So I will be getting a Shatter Me quote later on, but can I tell you, like, the story? So basically at Y'all West, when they heard that, like, her and Ransom Riggs, because they're married and they're both authors, when they heard that it was either a panel or their signing for wristbands got cut off because there was too many people, they went outside and just started signing everybody who was waiting that didn't get a wristband. They just, like, were walking and, like, just signing as much as they could. And I thought it was really, really sweet because they were like, they ran out of time. And actually, I think the coordinators got mad at them too for doing it. But I just thought it was very sweet. They're like, no, they're waiting and we have like 5 minutes. So we're just gonna literally, as they're walking to their next one, they were just signing everybody who was like waiting for them that couldn't get in. And I thought it was really sweet. And I was very lucky to have gotten a wristband and got to talk to her and meet her. The last 3 books I bought at, you guessed it, Books A Million, because your girlie's obsessed. 2 books I've now read and 1 book that I haven't, but this is the Lights Out trilogy. Ooh, Lights Out, Caught Up, and this 3rd one, Game On, by Navessa Alvin. Okay, this is one of those series that I've heard about for a long time. I've now read the first 2. I gave the first one 4 stars, I think, and the second one 3 stars. I like the first one a little bit more. I can't wait to read the 3rd one, honestly. And if I wasn't doing the TBR game, I would probably be reading this one right now. But this one's taking a little bit of a back burner. And that's fine. I can pick it up anytime. It's not really a continuation story. They're all following different couples. So it is what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of stalker romances. And that's what this whole series is like. The vibes of is stalker dark romance. It is a topic that I'm very careful with. So I wasn't quite sure if I was ever going to get this series or read it. That's just personal choices and stuff. But I did buy them after I started the first one's audiobook, and I was laughing the whole time. It was really funny, like giggling funny, and it's so messed up. It is messed up. It is a dark romance, but there is humor in these as well. And I actually really enjoyed it. It's just definitely trigger warning galore. Look up your trigger warnings, But yeah, the first one I really enjoyed. The second one is all right. I can't wait to see what I think of the 3rd one, but I think they're funny. I think they're a fun time. They have really helped get me out of this reading slump that I'm in. So the fact that I was able to read these 2 after I read the worst book I have ever read in my life, which will be in a reading vlog soon, but I read a book and I hated it so much, and I was like, I just need something right now, and that's when I got the audiobook for this. Definitely trigger warnings, but they are silly, goofy, and weird, and you just can't take them too seriously. And yeah, I actually can't wait to read the 3rd one and finish this series. I don't know what the plan is for the series, if this is done or if there's going to be more in this series or what. But I really actually enjoyed them, and I saw that this was a signed copy while I was there, so I went ahead and just got all 3 of them. Overall, I am enjoying the silly goofiness of them. Those are my final 3 books. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi. So many things have just happened. 1, a cat has taken over my chair. 2, my camera overheated. And 3, my audio died. So this is gonna be a really quick outro. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any of these books on your radar, or if you read any of them and if they're good. If they're not, if you recommend them. I need some book recommendations for my new TBR game. I want to make a TBR jar, but based only on recommendations from other people. Sorry, she's just getting out of the chair. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you also are a Books-A-Million whore like myself. I would like to actually try more indie bookshops too. I know Books-A-Million is not indie, but I would like to try more indie as well. I just haven't found one in the area yet. Cinder agrees. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, all those fun things. I could use the help and the support right now. It'd be great. And I will see you for my next video. I adore you. I love you. Thank you so much. Good night. Goodbye. Have a good day. All right. Bye-bye. Say bye. There you go. That's a polite girl. That's who I raised you to be. Yeah. Bye.